Welcome to Vietnam. Chào mừng đến Việt Nam.
Vietnam is a country full of energy, rich history, and breathtaking landscapes. But for first-time travelers, the experience can be full of surprises. Some delightful, some overwhelming, and some just downright shocking. From the controlled chaos of the streets to unexpected cultural customs and unique food experiences, Vietnam has a way of challenging expectations. If you're planning your first trip to Vietnam, here are 13 surprising things that might catch you off guard. Plus, we'll share helpful tips from our own experience to help you navigate them like a pro. Let's get started.
The moment you step onto the streets of Vietnam, you'll notice something shocking: the sheer number of motorbikes. Unlike in Western countries where cars dominate the roads, Vietnam is a motorbike kingdom. Over 77 million motorbikes flood the streets, moving in an almost choreographed chaos. Traffic rules? They exist, but they're more like suggestions. Honking is constant. Sidewalks double as parking lots, and intersections? Well, they operate on an unspoken understanding among drivers. It seems overwhelming at first, but somehow it works. If you plan to rent a motorbike, make sure you have an international driving permit. If riding in the traffic feels intimidating, stick to ride-hailing apps like Grab or book a scooter taxi for an authentic but safe experience.
Crossing the street in Vietnam is a skill, and one that most first-time visitors struggle with. Unlike in other countries, vehicles won't stop for you. Instead, pedestrians must walk steadily into traffic, allowing motorbikes to weave around them. It feels terrifying at first, but the key is confidence. If you hesitate, you create unpredictability, which is dangerous. But if you walk at a slow, steady pace, the locals will adjust and flow around you effortlessly. It's like stepping into a real-life game of Frogger, only the best strategy is not stopping. Follow a local when crossing and don't make sudden moves. If in doubt, raise your hand as a signal that you're crossing. It helps drivers see you better.
Vietnamese street food culture is legendary, but one thing that shocks many first-time travelers is the seating situation. Forget regular chairs. Here you'll be sitting on tiny plastic stools just inches off the ground. Why? These stools are cheap, portable, and practical for street vendors who need to set up quickly. While they might feel unstable for taller or heavier travelers, they're part of the authentic Vietnamese dining experience. If you're not comfortable sitting on a tiny stool, opt for larger restaurants or rooftop cafes. But honestly, the best food is usually served on the sidewalk.
Shopping in Vietnam's local markets is a fun but interactive experience, and one that requires bargaining skills. Prices for souvenirs, clothing, and street goods are rarely fixed, meaning vendors often start high, expecting negotiation. For many first-time visitors, the idea of haggling might feel uncomfortable, but in Vietnam, it's part of the culture. Vendors actually enjoy a good negotiation. Start at 50% of the asking price and negotiate with a smile. If a vendor refuses to lower the price, politely walk away. They'll often call you back with a better offer.
Forget your regular lattes and cappuccinos. Vietnamese coffee is strong, thick, and full of surprises. Served in a slow-drip fin filter, it's more potent than espresso and is often mixed with sweetened condensed milk instead of fresh milk. But the real shocker? Egg coffee, scafatrung, a creamy, custard-like drink made by whipping egg yolks with sugar and coffee. Then there's salt coffee, café muoi, which has a unique balance of salty and sweet flavors. If you prefer milder coffee, ask for bạc chiu, a version with more milk and less caffeine.
One of the biggest surprises for first-time travelers in Vietnam is the mind-boggling currency system. The Vietnamese dong, VND, has some of the highest denominations in the world, with prices commonly listed in thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even millions. For example, $1 is roughly 25,000 dong, which means even small purchases like a cup of coffee or a bowl of pho could cost 50,000 dong or more. Seeing so many zeros on the bills can be overwhelming, and it's easy to make mistakes when handling money. One of the most common mix-ups happens between the 20,000 dong bill, which is blue, and the 500,000 dong bill, which is also blue but much larger. Many travelers have accidentally handed over 500,000 dong instead of just 20,000, resulting in massive overpayments. While many honest vendors will point out the mistake, others may simply accept the extra cash. Another surprising aspect of Vietnam's currency is the absence of coins. Unlike most Western countries, where small denominations come in coins, Vietnam relies entirely on paper money, even for amounts as small as 1,000 dong, roughly 4 US cents. As a result, your wallet can quickly become packed with various bill sizes, making it easy to get confused. Additionally, to simplify transactions, businesses often round prices up or down to the nearest convenient amount, eliminating the need for exact change. Always count your change carefully, especially in markets and taxis where mistakes can happen. Learn common bills to avoid overpaying and carry smaller denominations, as vendors may not have change for 500,000 dong.
Vietnam is a food lover's paradise, but some local delicacies might shock first-time visitors. While dishes like pho and banh mi are world-famous, other traditional foods can be more adventurous and unexpected. One of the most surprising dishes is balut, hot vịt lon, a fertilized duck embryo that's considered a delicacy in Vietnam. Many foreigners are taken aback when they realize there's a tiny duck inside. Then there's snake wine, where an actual snake is preserved inside a bottle of rice wine, believed to have medicinal benefits. Other unusual but popular delicacies include frog legs, snails, and even insects, all enjoyed for their unique textures and flavors. If you're feeling adventurous, give these dishes a try. But if they're too extreme for you, don't worry. Vietnam still has plenty of familiar and mouth-watering options like pho, banh mi, and fresh spring rolls to enjoy.
Vietnam's natural beauty captivates first-time visitors with its breathtaking and diverse scenery. From emerald waters to misty mountains, the country offers an unparalleled variety of landscapes that leave travelers in awe. Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is renowned for its thousands of limestone islands rising dramatically from the sea. The best way to explore this surreal seascape is by boat or kayak, weaving through hidden caves and floating fishing villages for an up-close encounter with its unique charm. In the north, Sapa boasts terraced rice fields and mist-covered mountains that create a postcard-perfect panorama. This region is a paradise for trekkers, offering scenic trails and the opportunity to immerse in the culture of local ethnic minority groups. If you're planning a visit, bring comfortable trekking shoes and a waterproof jacket for sudden downpours. For adventure seekers, Phong Nha, Ke Bang National Park, is home to some of the world's most extraordinary caves, including Son Dung, the largest cave on Earth. With towering stalagmites, underground rivers, and its own unique ecosystem, this natural wonder is a dream destination for explorers. Meanwhile, the ancient town of Hoi An enchants visitors with its well-preserved architecture, lantern-lit streets, and serene riverside setting. A blend of Vietnamese, Chinese, and Japanese influences, this UNESCO-listed town is perfect for those who love history, culture, and stunning scenery. Don't miss a sunset boat ride along the Thu Bon River, or a leisurely stroll through the old streets where every corner tells a story. From towering limestone formations to mystical caves and ancient towns, Vietnam's landscapes are nothing short of spectacular.
Vietnam's French colonial past has left a lasting influence that surprises many first-time visitors. From the elegant architecture of Hanoi's Opera House to the charming colonial-style buildings scattered throughout the country, the European touch is unmistakable. This influence extends to the cuisine as well, with crispy baguettes forming the base of the beloved banh mi sandwich. Vietnam's passion for strong coffee and delicate pastries like buttery croissants also reflects its French heritage, making it a unique fusion of cultures that delights travelers.
The weather in Vietnam is more diverse than many first-time travelers expect. While the country is often thought of as tropical, it actually has 3 distinct climate zones, each offering a different experience. In the north, cities like Hanoi and Sapa can get surprisingly cold in winter, with temperatures dropping low enough for snow in Sapa's mountains. The Central Coast experiences a mix of dry and rainy seasons, so timing your visit is crucial to avoid heavy downpours. Meanwhile, the south, including Ho Chi Minh City, stays warm and humid year-round, making it perfect for those who love tropical heat. To prepare for Vietnam's varying weather, Pack accordingly. Bring warm layers for the north, rain gear for central Vietnam, and light clothing for the hot southern regions.
One of the most unexpected features for first-time visitors to Vietnam is the remarkable level of cleanliness, even in its busiest and most densely populated cities. In places like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, where the streets are constantly filled with motorbikes, street vendors, and pedestrians, you might expect litter to pile up quickly, as seen in other major urban centers. While the cleanliness isn't perfect, it's impressive given the sheer volume of people and activity. Another striking aspect is the hard-working nature of the Vietnamese people. Whether running small businesses, selling goods, or providing services, everyone seems busy. Unlike in many other cities, you rarely see people begging on the streets, reflecting a strong work ethic and resilience in daily life. During the day, the streets remain impressively tidy despite the never-ending flow of activity. Markets overflow with fresh produce, food stalls serve countless customers, and sidewalks bustle with daily life, all while maintaining an unexpected level of order. As night falls, the transformation continues. Dedicated street cleaners work tirelessly, sweeping away any remnants of the day's hustle and ensuring that the city awakens to clean and well-maintained streets. Their efforts make Vietnam's urban landscape stand out, proving that even the most crowded cities can remain remarkably clean.
One of the biggest challenges for first-time travelers in Vietnam is the language barrier. While English is widely spoken in major tourist hubs like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, it becomes much less common in smaller towns and rural areas. Communicating can be tricky, but locals are generally patient and eager to assist, often turning interactions into fun and memorable experiences. To overcome this, travelers quickly adapt by using gestures, smiles, and technology. Simple hand signals, pointing, and even a bit of charades become second nature. Many visitors also rely on translation apps like Google Translate to help bridge the gap. A friendly attitude and a willingness to learn basic Vietnamese phrases can make a big difference in creating positive connections.
Finally, Vietnamese people are known for their warmth and hospitality, often going out of their way to make visitors feel welcome. First-time travelers might be surprised by how curious locals can be, especially in smaller towns or rural areas. Don't be caught off guard if someone asks, "Where are you from? How old are you?" Or even, "Are you married?" These questions may seem personal, but they are a natural part of Vietnamese culture, and a way for locals to connect with visitors. Instead of feeling uncomfortable, embrace the curiosity. It's usually just friendly conversation.
So there you have it. Vietnam is a country that will surprise, challenge, and ultimately captivate you. The culture, landscapes, and unique experiences may be shocking at first, but by the end of your journey, Vietnam will have found a special place in your heart. Have you ever visited Vietnam? If you're up for an adventure, for a journey that's as much about the unexpected as it is about the destination, then Vietnam is calling your name. Pack your bags, book that ticket, and get ready for the experience of a lifetime. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the related video on your screen for more fascinating content. Explore our channel for a diverse collection of engaging videos. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.